to the cloud on Zoom. Hi, everyone. Welcome. So, Kolee, the Practical Saint, coming to you live from Branson, Missouri, with my honored guest in the flesh, Aubrey Trujillo. He's here. He's actually I think this hat is crooked. He is a 17-year-old. He's almost 18, so he didn't get to vote in this election, but he is super savvy when it comes to history and politics. Honestly, governmental issues, I would say he's good at. Current affairs, he does what he can. Current affairs, he's really good at, but he's just really smart. Like, I mean, he is quick to pick up on certain patterns, and we're a results-driven family. So let's pay attention here because we're on film and we're live.
Listen, okay, this is a podcast. All right, I'm not in a business meeting. I can look down.
Oh, I guess is this a podcast? Yes, it is through our Zoom. Anyway, for those of you who are watching live, I am coming to you because I want to show you some amazing things. So for those of you who are able to watch this on YouTube, then here, why isn't it showing? Yeah, here we are. So election, we're talking about the election today. Now listen, you guys, this has been quite a race. I just want to quickly go over the numbers just for those of us watching live because this just in like 18 minutes ago, I swear to God, we, can it be true? Is Michigan really reported? It is almost looking like Biden won Michigan, and in that case, there's just not a way that Trump is going to win. So you heard it here first. It's 4:07 p.m. Central USA time, which means it's 5 o'clock on the East Coast. It doesn't really matter. The polls are closed, but still the mail-ins can be counted until November 12th.
Yep.
So, God, it is so
really
close.
We're not going to get results till in the future.
I mean, in the future, true, but let's just look at it in real life. So Georgia's 16 votes. North Carolina is 15. Pennsylvania is 20. That only adds up to, if Donald Trump's real number right now is 214, then that only adds up to 265. And the only other one that would be available is Alaska, which is only 3. Yeah. And so therefore we don't get to the 270. So I am thinking in my gut, in my gut of guts, even though it's a sinking feeling, I'm not gonna lie. No, it's been a sinking feeling no matter which way we go on this. So that's what I want to talk to you about a little bit more. But I just wanted to clarify that probably Biden is the winner.
Probably. At this point, he needs, what, 22 more?
So let's see. He needs just... 22 more. No. Yes.
For 270.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump said 214.
22 more. So Nevada is only 6, though. So what the fuck is he going to do? What's Biden going to get? Hawaii is his, and that one is how much? 4 votes. So 4 plus 6 is only 10. That only puts him at 258. Oh, but we haven't. Wait. How is that going to go? Oh my God.
So Michigan's a battleground?
Biden has to get Michigan. Oh, that's how it was going to win for Trump. Sorry to predict so negatively. But guys, listen, Michigan was the lifesaver. So yes, Michigan, I know. We're live and we're back.
The past election, he was really good at picking his swing states. Yeah. Which was, I'm pretty sure it was Michigan, Pennsylvania, and I think, what is it? It was either, how many votes?
It's North Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania. Ohio's always a swing state. But Michigan is exactly what happened in 2016 because then it was traditionally been Democratic. And it actually went, surprisingly, to Trump for the 2016 election. And so here we are again. So this is just too effing close. Really, but it's 99% reporting, and so I almost feel like they called Michigan. Yeah. So if we see Michigan be called Biden, it's just basically Biden's. But let's talk about this for a little bit, okay? I want to get your almost 18-year-old perspective on the elections. You are a graduating senior this year during COVID 2020, which has been quite the ride. And so, what are you thinking right now? What's going
What
on?
am I thinking about the election? Well, it looks like Sleepy Joe's gonna win. Right? Cheeto Man is not gonna make it in. Probably.
All right. Well, let's not talk about. We're not directly attacking.
I'm attacking both of them, so it's equal, right?
And I don't hate anyone. Just say you know.
Do I?
So what do you
think? I feel like last election, most people voted for Trump because they were tired of Obama. I think that's why a lot of these states that are traditionally blue or were traditionally blue last election or are blue now are were his in that election. But I mean, obviously now these states that voted for him before are getting tired of him. So it's just kind of like are we tired of this person? It's kind of going back and forth. We're not really making decisions based on
who could really lead us,
what their policies are.
Yeah,
it's more of what aren't their policies or
yeah,
who aren't they.
Exactly, man. Well said. And which is so fickle. America is so fickle. It's ridiculous. I know the whole world is watching our election, and number one, it was kind of an embarrassment in the beginning that two of these jokers got down, down. We're red or blue in America. And I'm like, there's 13 people on the ballot. 13. So what did you want to say? I do want to come back to that about 13 people being on the ballot, a bipartisan state. And I have a really good example where Michigan was actually got like 1% of the vote in the independent race. So you know how people say, oh, a vote for green is a vote for the guy they don't want.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. I mean, it really does fuck up the system, guys. It really does, especially on an electoral college system. But
and I mean, same thing with Kanye. If he was gonna run, he was gonna.
He did run. He was on the ballot.
He's on some ballots in
That's
a few
what I
states.
would have voted for.
It depends on the state, but
in Arkansas,
he was running. He was running Democratic, which would obviously split the ticket because if everyone votes for Biden and Kanye that are Democratic, that's just less votes against Trump. That was their plan.
Right. Splitting the vote. I mean, it's a kind of a hard situation though to get into because to me, like, we really need to vote not politically.
Policy.
I don't like to be labeled. I don't like to be labeled a liberal. So I'm going to come clean out with the people because I haven't told them this. Mommy did not vote. I did not vote. And I'm going to tell you, I'm kind of happy that I didn't just because it's telling me to be really objectionable.
Objective.
Yeah, like, yes, Kolee, you're very objectionable. No, objective. Like
Objection.
I didn't get in the race on purpose. I mean, I waited till the very, very last minute. And so on the site, it does declare that I just need my registration to be postmarked by the election date. Now that obviously I did it. I had it in the mailbox and they took it Saturday morning. But the official date was really October 7th that you're supposed to have the registration in potato. So I did go to my polling place because it's where my mom retired from. Actually, I just moved back to like where I kind of grew up like as a high schooler, and my mom retired from the county. I don't know. I thought I could pull some strings and maybe I would get in, but they were like, no, I'm sorry, no. So anyway, I didn't vote. Okay.
It's okay.
It's all right. I vote with my dollar. I'm a big proponent of that. That's a whole other topic.
Are you talking about lobbying?
No, I'm actually just talking about consumerism and like conscious consumerism and putting my dollar where I want my voice heard because that's what sense. Capitalists pay attention to.
And lobbyists.
And I have lobbied with cookies. That's.
It's not as corruptible as
yeah. Yeah, actually, in the Arkansas ballot or Missouri ballot, one of the two, they were talking about lobbyists and capping and
There should be a
not
cap.
giving gifts or whatever.
There
And
shouldn't.
all this stuff.
I don't think lobbyists should be.
Oh, it's a corrupt system.
Where there's money, you can control.
Totally. And here we have the voting system that is no money, but then I was so shocked. I was surprised how, because I really haven't been aware to this, but how crazy the contribution race is. Like Biden was insane about asking for money. I'm like, can't you motherfuckers get your own money? Like,
we can cuss.
Yeah, we can cuss.
Fuck yeah.
I know. I know this is my 17-year-old. Isn't he cute? Let's give it up for Abra. Oh, yes. What was I saying?
You're talking about donations being asked by Biden.
Yeah, like I cannot believe that so much money was asked. I mean, like, give me a break.
I wonder if Donald Trump asked for donations. I wonder how much he can take out of his own. Because I mean, he's just got pretty much endless money. He can campaign wherever as much as he wants.
Is that true? Really? Still? Have you heard of that lately?
That's what I'm wondering. Is I don't know how much they can use out of their own personal income.
I'm sure there's a cap, but also, honestly, I really don't think Donald Trump actually has so many assets as we think. Like, even before he became a president in 2016, like a lot I heard, I haven't really researched them a lot, and I don't have sources, so this is all made up. This is not on the record.
Off the record.
It's on the record, off the record. I'm like, I don't know who that was. They did a voiceover. I don't even know.
I got what's it called?
I can't remember. I don't know. Did they switch your voice?
No.
Anyway, we think that you should raise your own fucking money if you're going to run for president, honestly. And would you vote for me? This is something I haven't talked to you about yet, but I was thinking of running in 2024. What do you think?
Well, guys, there's only one real answer here, or else I might get kicked out of the house. Who knows?
So what's the answer?
Yes.
I am thinking about if I can get some backing, then I'm in.
Take the world by storm.
I'm serious.
Don't do that.
Have you seen them dance though? I'm like, if a woman was to be a president, we would have to dance. I mean, there's no way a woman would ever get elected dancing like those motherfuckers have been up on stage. Have you seen them?
Who dances?
Well, Trump was doing the
I know Biden,
white man underbite dance, and
the
Biden,
white man what?
Underbite. He says that. He's so funny. Biden, I don't even know. I can't imagine him dancing.
Can't dance.
Getting down.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's ridiculous. I know. We need help. Seriously, we need help. It doesn't matter to you who wins. Do you really care if Trump is the winner over Biden?
Yes and no, because I don't know.
I'm at 15 minutes.
We're at 15 minutes on there.
Okay, that's okay. We're gonna keep going.
We're at 15 here.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't know if it's geared towards me specifically because of the way my social media is, or maybe that's just all I watch is mostly things that are biased for Trump and against Biden. But I don't know. I've just heard him be called out a lot more for saying one thing in like the 90s, and the 80s, and the 2000s, and saying something completely different now. Like for instance, he's definitely changed his mind on gay marriage. He used to not be a proponent of that. His weapon or his the whole gun ban, the whole gun buyback thing. Some people, actually heard someone in one of my classrooms today say that he wasn't, or like, I don't know, they weren't really informed. And you can go to his website, and he advocates 100% a gun buyback program, which I believe would include, I'm not going to say assault weapons, if they do on CNN. I'm going to say semi-automatic rifles is what I would say, because those are what they usually target. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's not as much accountability on his side. I mean, with Trump, anything he says is pretty much cross-dissected by every everyone everywhere.
Oh yeah, since the very beginning, the whole Associated Press is super
Mhm.
biased against Trump. I mean, even begin before like when Corona just broke out, is like immediately everyone was just so on Trump shit about how he was handling it. It was like, give me a fucking break.
Mhm.
You know, nothing has been handled at all. Nothing
Mm-mm.
is like the whole world is trying to figure things out, but yet all-knowing Trumpster, according to our press, is supposed to be just like, I don't even know what the fuck they think Trump is supposed to be. It'll be interesting to report in 2024 because my prediction is people are going to get upset with this wacko blue
Yeah.
guy. Listen, I love you, Biden, I'm sure, but it's just like a little too much old white man to be running the country. I can't help it. Now Aubrey's like, please don't talk about the old white man, Mom. I know you can you tell? He's already like, please don't go here. No, where I don't know. It's like, where are the women? Where were the
Well, the last
women
woman,
candidates?
the
Where?
last woman killed people, and
Oh, come on. So let's put a couple more than one woman to represent the
well,
whole
Biden's vice
gender.
president, Kamala Harris, but she's also, from what I've heard, I don't know if this is I don't know all her policies, but I do know she kept prisoners in for longer to use them as forced labor.
Oh
Slave labor.
God. I mean,
She's a big
Jesus.
proponent of what would it be? I don't know, but
We don't know.
she's locked a lot of people up for nonviolent drug crimes as
Oh
well.
yeah.
So
I
I mean, if
I
that's
did
what
read
you
that.
want,
Yeah, right. If that, we want a bunch of non-violent
drug offend,
criminals.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really great use of our tax money.
Hmm.
Hey, I have some really good ideas for whoever is going to be our president. I kind of feel a connection with Trumpster, so I was hoping
I
he.
see the lines between you
I
guys
know
are just
we're so
fucking lit
similar.
up like a highway.
We are. We're really similar in how we run our businesses and how we
Oh,
run our household, right?
best household,
You fired.
clean.
You
You're
fired.
done. You're out. You're done.
You guys, they do call me Zarina.
Oh, she is Zarina. Look at her.
Anyway, yeah, I have some ideas. So I was hoping that I could tell Trump, but they are a little more blue
In theory.
in theory. So, oh, Biden
Oh, Biden.
might be interested in them, but I can predict if these were implemented. There's like basically two ones. One has to do with our commerce, with our economy and debt and families and community, okay? And then the other is the same. It's with our children, education, our future, and basically which is our community.
Yeah.
So two ideas implemented within this year, 2021, and I would even say like within the first, what is it? They're the
First, how many
180
days? 180
days
days.
to get it fucking done by, and just make it priority for the people. Like I don't care who's president, honestly, and that's why I honestly probably didn't vote. But now that I'm looking at it, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
No.
It wouldn't have mattered because it's very red. Missouri is very
Arkansas,
red.
actually,
Arkansas is
62%.
Oh my
That
god!
might be one of the biggest disparities.
Yeah,
I
I think.
wonder.
Oh, also
Check
Hawaii.
Texas.
Hawaii was opposite.
Ah, check
Super Biden.
Texas.
Texas.
Okay.
52. So listen, thanks for bringing this up. This was the other thing that I wanted to talk about is just how split the country is. Okay, guys? Like Abra brought up, like I brought up, the press this whole time has been very biased. And yet we have traditionally like very blue states. Well, California followed suit. But look, Nevada is basically split in half.
Basically deadlocked
You know,
by 8,000 and some change.
that is something right there. That is something right there. And even Arizona, surprisingly enough, that I thought hated Trump, is
Sure.
at 40, almost 48% of the voters wants Trump.
I wonder about Colorado.
Colorado. 55-42.
55, a
So
little more.
it's a bigger gap, and of course, Colorado is probably
Yeah.
traditionally
No, definitely
blue
traditionally
because
blue.
it's very culturally mixed, which
I'm
tends to be.
surprised Utah. Can we get a close up on Utah? I'd like to see Salt Lake. I want to see if the Mormons are
Oh, they're so
red.
red.
Are they?
Of course.
There's a little bit of blue, but then
Anything
they
that has to do with any like liberal viewpoint, the Latter-day Saints are out. But you're right. They are. The Salt Lake City area is a little
they cracked
bit.
and packed their districts.
What is it? Oh, it doesn't go county by county vote. Yeah, that's crazy though. So you called that. But like abortion and this gun thing,
true.
and I mean, I think the church is officially gay friendly.
Is it?
I don't know. I would say so because the business end is gay friendly.
That's true.
I mean, just right now, it's like 2020. If you're not gay friendly, it's just like
You're gonna
being
get canceled.
racist.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that's so 2019, right? We're done with that. So whoever the president is going to be someone who is going to lead this great country from 2020 to 24. And we are going to be making some really big leaps in our evolution, I would say.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it's gonna be. I feel like these years are gonna be pretty crucial because I mean, at the point where we are, everything's starting to intersect. Like technology's taking off, and I guess the political spectrum of the world's changing up. I was talking to someone, this girl from Israel, and she was even keeping up on the election because, of course, we are probably the most powerful free country, I would say.
Yeah, this is still reported in America that we have the strongest military in the world, which biggest, I guess.
I wouldn't say biggest.
Well trained, I would say. We're
most technologically advanced, probably.
But what about? Well, we won't go into the different countries today, but that is coming up because he's a good talker, isn't he?
No.
2024, we got technology. We have a new generation of informed humans. What do you think?
I don't know. My generation, if I was to describe my generation, would be very superficial. We were very superficial, and I think social media has just made that, it has multiplied that tenfold because everything's about the look, everything's about what other people see.
Yeah, but that's how it's always been. It's just personified, I suppose.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird because we can be very informed if we want to, but like I said, I mean, social media, like the thing, like news and just, I'm not gonna say fake news. I'm gonna say misinformation, or just kind of they're going at each other, and I mean, one article could have tons of truth in it, but a little bit of lies that could throw the whole argument off. So it's hard to be informed
when you're lazy.
When you're lazy, yes. And my generation's very lazy.
And gullible. And just the easy fix is just to look at what is on the top of the feed. Yeah. I've been pretty amazed actually at the amount of like commentators, like real life, like all of the people that I watch on say Instagram or YouTube, it's just like stop talking. I mean, most of us are like me who just needed some time to like process what the fuck was going on, because like I didn't think it would be so close. I didn't really think that it was going to be so close.
I thought it was going to be really close. Because I mean, I hate to use like my own personal experience, like with people and what they believe, because it's not accurate to, the rest of the state or the rest of the country. But in my personal experience, I mean, everyone's split. They're either against Trump, for Trump, or they think both of them are pieces of shit. Like, that's
right. Which I wouldn't say pieces of shit, but I don't love
I'm not saying
really,
that. I'm saying that people.
yeah,
say.
people think that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. Well, I just want my main thing for the cast is to help people realize that there are different viewpoints and that there is a skewed viewpoint that we receive, in the media and on the YouTube channels. I mean,
You
the
sound like
bots
Borat.
are
The
crazy.
YouTube channels. It is just everywhere. It's just YouTube channels.
Borat, did you hear? Which there is a new one I
There is a
heard.
new
I
one.
can't wait to see it. Abra, there's a lot going on. I want people to realize that it doesn't really matter who wins because it's kind of like a football game. There's going to be people that are happy and there's going to be people that are not.
Yeah.
Okay, but we are a country.
We are.
And we have elected, a leader to run that country in a very unique and special way that a lot of the world maybe doesn't even get to appreciate. I mean, we had democratic elections, and I don't even want to talk about all of the things that are going on about like the voter fraud.
Mail-in ballots and such.
I don't even know enough about it, and honestly, I feel like a lot of it is rhetoric, is smoke screen.
I would say.
And probably a lot of it is misinformation. And since I don't have real sources, I don't have real numbers, I really don't want to talk about it. But
generally
speaking, everyone's voice was heard, and we have a different opinions. It's okay. We will make it through, but the main thing is that we come together in the end, and we don't need a Democratic or Republican president. We need just an American president, and we need to be a global society because we are all intricately connected. Clearly,
and especially America is one of the most global countries in the world.
Yeah,
I mean, we're everywhere.
Yeah.
Our companies are everywhere.
Right.
We have people from everywhere.
I can trade, I mean, globally. There's, companies from all over the world that the stock market in America trades on.
Yeah.
We're definitely global, definitely needing to come together. And we've made ourselves, thank you. We've made ourselves that. I mean, we have modeled, we wanted to be world citizens.
Yeah.
We modeled that early on, and we have reached that, so now we just need to take the responsibility that comes with that influence.
And I think we have. I mean, Teddy Roosevelt was a huge proponent of America as a policeman. I mean, we helped in South America when he was president. Of course, his famous saying, "Speak softly and carry a big stick." I mean, that's how we roll. That's what we do.
Sarina style, practical saint style.
She'll stab you in the back.
I don't do that. I don't harm anyone.
Stab you in the front.
Yeah,
you can see it coming.
All right, I'll give you a fair warning. Trust me. Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
And you're dead.
So, Abra.
Yes.
Thank you so much, really, for taking your time and allowing this transition to occur. I super appreciate it. We went live for 15 minutes on IGTV. If you want to see the rest of it, hopefully I can figure out how to do a swipe up. But anyway, this will be in the link tree. So people can get it there. It's on YouTube, so you can see us together. He's so sweet and cute.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. He's like, yes, you're welcome.
Union.
Unity.
I can't say that.
Confederacy?
Union.
Is the Union the North States?
Yeah.
I'm from California. We weren't in the war. I moved here as a freshman, and I was like, the
Confederacy? Slavery?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I do appreciate you. I appreciate your generation. I appreciate your willingness to be open to the different viewpoints, not being narrow-minded and not being just blindly dogmatic, which is really a thing with the 17, 18,
I know.
19.
Blindly, very blindly.
Well, we love everyone anyway, and we super appreciate our listeners. And just, make sure to share the love
Yep.
if this
Stay
resonates.
safe.
Stay safe. And how are we going to stay safe?
Second Amendment.
Stay safe. Okay. Well, thank you very much. And that concludes this broadcast of the news you always wanted to know.
Bye.
Bye.